Hi everyone, it's the Green here, and today I'm going to talk about something I found which kind of amazed me that I haven't found this yet, considering the work that I do. I'm a refrigeration technician, so I was in the parts house today picking up parts, and I remember that there was a piercing valve out there, and it was called a bullet. So I went and looked at them, and this isn't the Bullet brand. This is Wagner, which is a division of Diversitech, and I love how it's not focusing. Okay, so I gotta stay back here. In my opinion, the best Carto punch that wasn't built to be a Carto punch. I know a lot of us have used this guy right here, the saddle valve. Works great, cheap, $4, Home Depot. My biggest issue with this is after a while, I think the tip gets dull, and it tends to not want to pierce. The pin actually starts to come down and then slip off to one side, and then you gotta loosen it up and try and tighten it down. I ended up getting to the point where I just tightened both these screws down pretty tight and then punched it. It worked pretty good then, but yet it's big. It works though. It's not going away. This one's small. This one also hugs the Carto because it's designed for a 3/8 piece of copper, which 9mm just happens to be right at 3/8. So it's the model QT-1 quick tap. It says Wagner on here, but if you search Wagner on Google or whatnot, you're gonna get a lot of paint supplies. So this is actually Diversitech, and I searched Diversitech QT-1, found it on Amazon, $6.87. So there's some other parts inside the box that you won't need, but it does come with the Allen key. So let me show you how this works. The only modification I made to it, this is aluminum, so it was pretty easy, is I drilled a hole in the other side. And the funny thing was, there was a hole, a smaller hole, drilled in from the inside that was actually pretty deep. There wasn't much material left there. So it was really easy to drill this hole. And the reason why I drilled that hole, because I have my little blue mark right there. So I'm able to put that blue mark, and there it is. I kind of hold it in place up and down, and then tighten the Allen. Once you tighten one side, you can let it go because it's tight enough, it'll hold it in place. And then tighten down the other side. Not real tight, I just snug them down. The difference between this one and the saddle valve, it's not gonna pop when it pierces through the Carto. But this will stop. It'll only go so far. Even though it will stop, it seems like it will not puncture the center tube there. But what I end up doing is just turning it, and I've already got tension. And as you're turning it, you'll feel the tension, and it just broke free. You could feel it, it just got soft. So once it does that, I give it about 3/4 of a turn, back it off, unscrew that one, take it out, and look at that. And look at that. It barely crushed it at all. Because it's hugging it so tight, it doesn't allow it to crush. So there's one hole. Now, we'll do the other side. Take your hole, find it in the little deal there. We will tighten her back up. Just like so. And this time I'm going to go until it stops. Oh, there it goes. I usually do this a little quicker, but watching the cam and doing this at the same time is a little more difficult. So it broke through right there, and we're at, I'm going to cheat. Okay, we're at right about there. So that's a quarter turn, a half turn, 3/4, a 1 full turn, 1 1/4, 1 1/2. Yeah, so it'll go another 2 full turns. Even the 2 full turns, punching the hole as big as you can with this guy. That's your hole. There's the first one I did. It's a little bit smaller, but as you can see, the Carto is not crushed. It's indented a little bit where it punched in, but the Carto's not crushed. So it's going to slide into your tanks really easy because you don't have that crushed area. Also, if you punch your holes a little too low, and it's this little area right there, the little area right there, if your O-ring sits right there, it could leak past it. With the saddle valve and some of the other punches, it actually indents this even more, making it more probable to leak. So that's what I found. It's this little quick tap QT-1 Diversitech. Wasn't the easiest thing to find online, because where I shop for my refrigeration stuff is a specialty shop. So they have a lot of things that you're just not going to find easily online. But I eventually found it on Amazon. And what doesn't Amazon have, really? So that's going to do it. I thought I'd share that with you guys. I thought this was really cool. I'm going to use this quite a bit, punching Cartos for the tanks that I make. And that's it. Alright guys, and if you're a smoker, stop that. And try vaping. You'll be glad you did. Until next time, see ya.